Welcome to the house that Rodney built. Leahy turned into legacy. Parsegan renovated and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the BYU Cougars taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. He wants to change this route. They'll give it to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Young. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he's got some space. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. First down, 2nd down, 3rd down right here. His opportunity, gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a playmaker.
Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some moment.
Touchdown, Irish! First points of the day are on the board.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the board.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't.
Huh? Why is he? Why did he start, man? Why is Sire Deans on the bench? Oh. Okay.
To start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship, really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Williams will pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got it. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This BYU offense set up with another first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Riley. Open space at the 25. Early on the Jets. Touchdown, BYU. Once he got some room, it was over. Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Quarterback making checks. Unloads to the right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's right. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Williams looking for a man. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Looking down the middle. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that.
There he goes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. It's a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball.
Trying to get behind the defense. And they took a shot on that one, but
Pick the
couldn't
ball
make the
off.
connection.
What are you
It's
doing?
incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route
No,
to
I
one
don't
of the
care about
fastest
tackle.
players in all of
Pick the
college
ball
football.
off,
This
yeah.
receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout.
Thank you.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. At midfield, he's got room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game from the OC? Let's call that one again.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle football.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the back. Williams will pass. Finds his tight end. Running into the open space. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
We've reached the break. BYU is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They feed him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
The running back has it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Yeah, that motherfucker I can't help, boy.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. The option look.
Man, keep pushing.
Hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's 4th down and 1.
And I like what this offense did. They run the options. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. You want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe.
Bitch.
Absolute shame. Missed it.
I'm already close. And it's not my prior win. What the fuck was I supposed to do? Because if I would have left it in more, then y'all would have been like, it's not my prior win. Like, come on, bro. Y'all fucking with me. That's not good.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for space. It's Young. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And it slips through his fingers incomplete. That would have been a huge
You're not
gain if he
attacking
could
the
have held
fucking
on.
ball, and that's when it starts
And that's how
pissing me off.
pressure on a quarterback
Attack
can
the
affect the
ball.
passing game. They were
Yeah,
able
you
to
got
get
one
after him
pick,
on that
but
play, and as a result, the QB
that's not
made a
good
bad
enough.
decision,
You just wait
forcing
for the
that
ball to
football
come.
into double coverage.
Attack it.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
How
Complete
do you
to the
get a
left.
jet beat?
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10,
Take the
really
ball
hard.
off,
Now you're in a
man.
manageable
I don't care
situation.
about tackling.
Really gives you the whole
Get the
playbook.
ball.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short.
11 tackles. I don't care. How many turnovers
From
did
the
you
gun,
get?
he leaves it with
Let's
the
go.
back.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They're throwing for it on 4th down.
Thank you.
Oh, he
Because
dropped
what
it.
the
Just
fuck?
didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th
I said
down.
the same thing,
that
but
decision
I'm not
will
Notre
be
Dame, so I
questioned.
ain't gonna hate. I was not messing with them jerseys.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive.
Not messing with jerseys.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Tab, you gotta get up to speed.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Williams looking for a man.
He ran through
Pressure
fucking
coming.
time.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this
Looks like he
play.
down the rest.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass.
What the
Going to
hell?
try to get it himself. It's a fumble on the
He
play.
got his fucking kid.
And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays. And when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
Give to the running back. Brings him to the open. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down Thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to run?
Grabbed in the middle. It's Richardson. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. down at the 14 after that grab.
We see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Richardson. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work on second down. The red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks.
They have me really stuck. Like, what the fuck, bro?
First and goal.
And they just
y'all
keep
gave me the
inching
dive on it.
closer to the goal line. Go for it on fourth
line.
down. You get it. You're now finding yourself even closer. This is a place where you'd love to be able to just line up, run the football, get north, and score a touchdown.
And backed up, first and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. They'll try to power it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Man, that's frustrating as a defense because you've got to stop the run. There's a good chance they're running the football here in this situation. Trying to punch it in the end zone. You're trying to go to the half with a little bit of momentum. This defense just couldn't make the play to get off the field.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we were all tied up here in the second. Fielded in the end zone. It's Dennis. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Williams will pass. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the point. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
They've got the screen set up. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
He had a higher throw.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here's a heat. That's a fumble. And he was able to get back on top of it.
Right,
gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. They'll immediately call timeout. From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle.
He threw the ball straight to the defender. What the fuck?
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Four wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Williams looking for a man. Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He gets a hand on it. That's a live ball. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
This nigga's gotten a fumble, a missed field goal, and now a blocked field goal.
Notre Dame will
I tried to give him another fumble. Fuck.
And here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially he's looking deep. Snags it inside the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Using his legs, it's Riley. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, BYU! And that one will give them the lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his
ability
to
bro?
find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic with his feet. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced than a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Richardson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Turning it off! 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass.
Man, let me get that. What the fuck?
They slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires on the move. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Back to pass. It's Buckmeyer. He lets one fly deep. He's got it down the right side. Oh, he's getting ahead of, and he'll run it into the end zone.
He fucking crazy.
Touchdown, Cougar!
too fucking crazy. I know we do our usual. We got athletes out there.
And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
3 niggas on the tackle. What the fuck on?
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Looking to scramble. He'll get rid of it. And this will be a big hit there, forces second down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
Come on, let's get these niggas off the field, bro.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Third down play from the gun. Fires it down the seam. Makes a grab deep.
Why do you not attack the ball ever?
Down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
And you gotta love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive
linemen.
linemen.
That attack the ball every play. I got a safety here that don't attack the ball at all. Attack the ball.
I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I don't care. Oh, I got
really
one
good job
hit
by the
today.
defense. Wrapping him up,
I
getting him
don't
on the
care,
ground.
bro.
Take away that run game, make him
you.
one-dimensional, put him in passing situations.
If
Really
he
good
throws the
job.
ball straight to you, I expect you to catch
Picked
that.
up 2 yards
Attack
on that
the
last
ball.
one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. That's caught. It's James. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Notre Dame comes to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a 1st down.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed give-me 4th down conversion either, but still, they trust in him to find the crease and keep this drive alive.
Wants to throw on 1st down. A strike downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives him momentum. And he tries to wedge his way into the end zone, but the defense stands tall. No, they didn't. They got low and stopped him from making it in. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line. They weren't able to move them an inch on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Fucking goal, baby.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Never a doubt. That'll make make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Direct snap. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Oh my God, I just don't let my man get hurt. That thing's gotta be hurt or something, dog.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They go to the ground. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier.
The fucking throw, Bear.
The marker, it's right.
The fucking throw, Bear.
Down the right side.
Let's go.
Touchdown, BYU. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this one.
Pulls it in. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Here comes the field goal unit, and this one is going to be a monster from 71 yards out.
You're not that confident in your kicker. Zero chance you can make this. Yeah, you about to let the clock run out and then punt it or go for it, whichever one you want to do.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost.
Maybe you will. Yeah, right.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quick handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got it in the middle, it's right. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, that's just pitch and catch. At this point, you're just trying to create some rhythm in the passing game, so you find your tight end, stick route, middle of the field, doesn't get easier than that.
We're up 15, 4 minutes left in the fourth.
Here comes the offense on second down. Tight end now in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Flips it out on the screen. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
Oh, hell no.
Once that ball was loose, the offense didn't have a chance.
I know he's a freshman, but he was fucking down.
Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And this is one of those where you go, oof. You start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really, really comfortable
I know
having the big
freshman,
lead, plus 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. But now you gave the ball back. You put yourself in a position where you're going to have to earn it a little bit more now.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Now they'll run the draw. He works it inside the 20-yard line, down to the 19. That's where they'll spot it. Short of the first down, now a decision to be made. So they'll send out the field goal unit. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. It is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given. They're up by 4 over Washington. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Under fire.
Look at that nigga. What the hell?
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
They'll leave it with him. Plows through the defense. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Cougars are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
They're going to ride this running back. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And I'll tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just got you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.